Hi, my petals. It's me, dear Rose.
I want to know why. Down to the question. What about the stuff that you said? Having sex like they normally have it. He ain't put it down like you said this, and I don't feel like we should have said that. Love and Marriage Huntsville got on and on fire. I don't bit more believe that than a man on the moon.
Guys, got a hot show tonight.
Of course it went off.
Hello, my petals. It's me, dear Rose.
Petals and thorns. It's me, dear Rose, back with another video. Welcome back to my channel, bringing you plus size tea, piping hot. All my information will be down in the description box below, along with my Fair use clause. Welcome back. I just want to thank you all. First, take care of some housekeeping. First of all, I want to thank you all for the love you've been showing me in my last couple of videos. Y'all, I didn't think I was gonna, I didn't know how far I could really go with this. I really love bringing you content. I just want to thank you all for your love, your likes, for you subscribing. I have almost 2,000 followers. I've been up here like 2 years, maybe a little bit more, over 2 years. And this year I said I was really going to get serious about it, really try to put out some content that you all like. So I'm kind of testing waters with different shows and different topics and things like that. I know some things I may say, in my opinion, is not what the masses may like, or, I may be playing the devil's advocate on some things, just trying to test the waters, throw things out there, try not to be, a lot of monotony, same things over and over again. I just want to try to do different things. So if you have any ideas or shows that you think I should cover, any hot topics or anything like that, I am more than welcome to ideas. I am going to begin to do my lives, not lives, but like record myself on video. I may do some lives. I just so excited. I just want to thank you guys so much for the love you've been showing me. I'm so excited. So I say petals, like rose petals, because I didn't know what to name my people if I ever get, mass following. So even if it's just one of you guys watching, I'm thankful. 5, I'm thankful, and so much love has been shown to me these last couple of days. I'm so excited. Oh my God. So petals for my ladies, or my non-binaries if you want to be petals, and thorns for the guys if you want to be thorns, or my non-binaries for thorns too as well. It doesn't matter. So my rose petals and my thorns, that's what I think that I should call my subbies. So again, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for stopping by, listening to my content. Even if it's a negative comment, I have not gotten all positive comments. I've got comments about my weight. I've gotten comments about the subjects that I talk about. If the people don't like the person that I'm speaking of, if I say something positive about them and they don't like them, they say they're not tuning in. They don't want to follow me. And I always try to say something back positive to them. Like, you know what? I totally understand. You're not going to like every content creator. You're not going to like every topic that a content creator talks about. We should always leave ourselves open to pick and choose and jump around. It may be something that I may talk about that you like, and it may be something that I talk about that you don't like, which is fine. That's life, period. So I am just so happy for you all that has been showing me love. Thank you so, so much. If you like my channel, please like, share, comment. Leave a comment below. If you don't like it, thumbs down, say how you feel, that's fine. Just be respectful to the other people in the chat. Be respectful to me as well. You can give an opinion and don't have to be nasty about it. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get to the content tonight. So, in my opinion, my conspiracy theory, because I like to watch people, and especially if I've been watching them for years, you kind of get a sense of how the person, how they move, you know what I'm saying? So these two people I'm doing my show on tonight, which is Phaedra Nida, or what used to be Nida, and the handsome Apollo Nida. Okay, so of course you know that if you watch Married to Medicine on the reunion part 2, at the end of that last segment, he walks out because it's the husband's night. And they bring the husbands on, always on part 2 of Married to Medicine. First, Andy talks to them separately, and then they bring them on stage in the last segment. So, in walks Apollo. I watched Phaedra's reaction, okay? I watched Phaedra's reaction. She was smiling. She was smiling. She was so proud that she had him there with her and that she wasn't alone. Let me tell y'all something. And I know everybody not going to like what I say. And some will agree, some won't. Just listen. Even if you don't agree, just listen, just hear me out, okay? They were on the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise. Okay? Phaedra, pregnant. Let's remember this thing. Let's take it back. She pregnant. She eating with all the girls and they're asking her questions. She come from a very religious background. Her mom, I think her mom and dad both are ministers, you know. She was ashamed. Southern Belle, pregnant. You know, had been doing it with Apollo the whole time, and she tried to act like she didn't know when she had gotten pregnant, knowing that her and Apollo had been messing around and stuff like that. Now, he had a shady background. Even back then, he was doing some dirty dealings, allegedly. Well, he did some time for it, so. He had been doing some dirty dealings back then with some other, he had some other counterparts that was with him. And it's alleged that Phaedra did kind of know that Apollo was doing something dirty and calling it clean, okay? But she turned her head to it. And I think he's going to talk about it a little bit in the reunion part 3. But those of you that follow Real Housewives of Atlanta, you already know the story. So, Phaedra turned a blind eye to it. She's a officer of the court. She's a lawyer, okay? Even though she's an entertainment lawyer, she still has taken an oath. So it's not so much that he even will have wanted Phaedra to know. And I'm sure she probably knew a little bit more than what she would always admit to, and I would never admit to it either. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but he was doing something dirty, calling it clean, trying to make that quick money. It's all about that hustle thing in Atlanta. You get your hustle on, you make your money. They live a certain type of lifestyle out in Atlanta, certain groups of people. Not everyone in Atlanta lives a rich and fabulous life, okay? Let's not, pretend that. But he wanted to be, he wanted to get on. He wanted to make money. And sometimes, just like drug dealers, just like hustlers, they hustle up enough to get on their feet, and then some of them go off and take it and do something better with it, and some of them, just go ahead and commit to a life of crime. So from my understanding, from what we've heard Apollo say, he wanted to get on. He wanted to get a little good lump sum in and then back out. He got caught up, or somebody was talking, or somebody snitched, or whatever happened on that. But the time that they did get married, though, even after the scrutiny of when she got pregnant with her first son and things like that, even after all of that, they were in love. Okay. From my understanding, after maybe he had left the show and had to be incarcerated for that time, we learned that she had been knowing Apollo since they were teenagers. They were always crazy about one another. And I believe that, I think it was her mom and dad, them was so strict, she had to hide and sneak and talk to Apollo. He wasn't someone that her family even wanted her to, have any dealings with. They wanted her to marry a preacher. They probably wanted her to marry, somebody professional. But you love who you love. We fall in with the bad boys. We got some women like the roughnecks, they love the bad boys. So, Phaedra being Phaedra, she's a beautiful girl. She fell in love with Apollo, and sneak love is good love. Sneaking around love, that's the best love, when you sneaking around and you got to sneak and nobody don't know what you're doing. That's some good old love. I digress. Moving on. Okay, so anyway, they sneaking around and everything. So it comes an opportunity where Phaedra said, F it. I'm going to marry this nigga. I'm going to marry him. And she married him. And it was a beautiful thing, in the beginning. And to skip around a little bit, I'm trying to figure out their demise. And I think it was the thing that most couples, where the woman makes the most money, I think that's where the relationship begin to break down, along with reality TV, because everybody knows that reality TV curse, what it does to some marriages. Not all, but some. Phaedra was very popular on Real Housewives Real Housewives of Atlanta. The husbands don't get paid. Okay. And I think that was a problem for Apollo and Peter and maybe even Todd. Even Todd was a, producer on the show. I think that was a problem to some of the husbands that they don't get paid. And again, I'm going to reference Carlos's, interview with Cecil and Eugene. They said even though but there's different types of, you can feel two different ways about it. They said whether they got paid or not, of course, they would always stand by their wives. But because they're so involved in as well, they have scenes that they film, just them, and they do that stuff on the strength of their wives. But see, Peter and Paulo and Todd, they different types of dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the hustle. It's all about that bag for them to take care of their families and to look good, period, for their own egos. You know what I'm saying? So Apollo was like, look, I got to still make some money. My wife outshining me. She making more money than me. And he might not, at the time with his immature mind, didn't understand that Phaedra was holding it down for him. And, but I think it was his ego. Among other things, this is just my opinion. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking. Okay, so he ended up doing some dealings, going back and doing some dealings, doing something dirty, calling it clean, and got caught up. As we see, he did time. I think he did 4 or 5 years, and that destroyed their marriage. She was a pillar in her community. She was a stand-up lady. She was considered a Southern Belle, a classy lady. And even though it may be whispers behind her back about why she married him, he ain't even so. He felt that. He could feel that. He could feel the daggers in his back. How he get Phaedra? Different things. Listen, we are human. Let's not pretend that people don't talk about you, even your friends, even your closest friends. Okay, and Apollo felt that. He felt that. And he having children, he having sons, listen. And he wanted that quick bag. And he got caught up. Fast forward. They divorced. She divorces him. Listen. From what she said on Married to Medicine when she felt like she didn't have the support, paraphrasing, she said, it's a little different on this show here. You all kind of rally around each other when you see something going on in a marriage. You try to make it stick. You try to give each other comfort and let them know, hey, we could work it out. Not so much with Atlanta Housewives. I don't know what the dynamics of the friendships were on Atlanta Housewives. Why she would feel like that she didn't have the support she needed. And you really didn't see that on the show. Let's be honest. You didn't see that with Cynthia and Peter, that they rallied around and protected one another. You didn't see that with Phaedra. You didn't see that when Nene and Greg broke up. You never really saw them rally around each other and try to make it stick and try to make it work like they did on Married to Medicine. I don't know if it's the income, the class of the people, I don't know. Atlanta Housewives at the time, they were, I don't know if they were playing the role of being wealthy, and maybe the Married to Medicine cast has actual wealth that they, that is, and it's more to lose. I'm not sure. I don't know why it was a difference. Maybe it was the dynamics of the ladies, that the friendships weren't really real. I'm not sure. But she said she didn't get that type of support. Because if she did, she could have, if somebody could have walked her through it, she would have waited on Apollo. And sort of, kind of, really, even though he said, oh, I seen somebody in your phone. What about your phone? By that time, Apollo, you was already cheating on her. Phaedra's the type of woman that she can get any man that she wants. And quiet as it kept, I don't believe Phaedra is all that loose. And Apollo, I really don't even believe she did that much dating those 5.5 years. Phaedra ain't even with nobody now. She might go on a date every now and then, get her a free meal because she love to eat. But she did that one little reality show with that dude. They won't kiss and holding hands, slept in the same bed or anything, even on that reality show. And I believe in her heart, she stayed faithful to you to a certain point. She may have got her some, a little one night stand, somebody warmed her bed up before or hit her up every now and then, but she didn't fall in love. When I saw her face when you walked out on that stage, I knew she still loved you. And everybody on that stage did too. Now check this out right here. This is why I'm calling y'all Bonnie and Clyde. Why she calling us Bonnie and Clyde? Who said that? This is why I'm calling y'all Bonnie and Clyde. Because Phaedra the type of woman, she got your back, but she ain't gonna let you make her look bad. She ain't gonna go down with you now, because Phaedra said she ain't finna do it. Phaedra said she ain't Teresa Giudice. She ain't going to jail for you now and leaving her boys. She ain't finna do that, embarrass her mom and daddy at the Baptist church. She said she ain't finna do that. No, ma'am. Okay? So, she could protect you if she can, but when you take it too far, Phaedra's gonna cut you loose. And you should respect her for that. She turned her back on me when I went in. What you thought she was gonna do? Apollo lose everything that you did leave her with? Half of this mine too, Phaedra. You were so immature, Apollo, when you first went in. Admit it. It was all about the money to you. Was not thinking. You wasn't thinking, Apollo. It was other ways that you could have made money, invested in your wife, and your wife's career on Bravo could have opened other doors for you. But you had somebody in your ear. I ain't gonna say Peter. But you had somebody in your ear. I ain't gonna say Peter. But you had somebody in your ear. I ain't gonna say Peter. In your ear and making you think that you wasn't good enough and that you weren't doing enough. You were good enough and you were doing enough. You didn't need to go back to a life of crime, but that's neither here nor there. You done did your time. You done got out. You done did your time. Now, this is why I'm calling y'all Bonnie and Clyde. Listen to Dear Rose now. Listen to me. That's my opinion. Okay, this is my conspiracy theory. You know good well when you married that girl, you didn't love her. I seen y'all on couples therapy, a couples retreat, a couples live, a couples whatever it was. I saw y'all watch the whole season. I watched it from the beginning to the end. I think you have admiration for her because she held you down while you was locked up, but your heart yearning for your wife and your boys. And in your mind, as smart and as calculated as you are, you plan on making your way back to your wife. I'm going to say wife because in the Lord's eyes, you know what I'm talking about. You plan on making your way back to her. And lo and behold, in your mind, you thought, if she want me back, I could get her back. And that's the thing, guys. When y'all F up, Melody Martell, when you mess up, the thing is, men, if she wants you back, you could get back. It ain't the flowers that you bring and the cards and the candy and the promises and the crying and the getting on the knees and begging and saying that you're going to do this and you're going to do that. That ain't what get you back. That's if she wants you back and her heart ain't turned cold against you yet. And she ain't lost all respect for you yet. Okay? Even with the babies on the outside and the I'm just telling you now that it's up to the woman to take you back. Thank you, baby. My son just brought me something to eat from Chipotle. Thank you, babe. Oh, thank you. So, that's my dinner. Thank you. So, listen. So, Phaedra's heart hadn't turned cold. Even after those 5 or some years, or however many years she did in prison. Even after marrying, I can't even pronounce her name. Sharina, insignificant. Even after you married her, she's not insignificant. Y'all, I'm just making a joke. She means something. She's special too. She's a mom. He married her. He has some admiration for her. I'm just trying to make the video funny. Even after he married Sharina, whatever her name is, even after he married her, Phaedra held her peace. Phaedra let me tell you something. She's a poker player. Okay? Now, this fake video, this is how they working it, y'all, for those of y'all ain't peeked it yet. Apollo ready to leave her. Phaedra already done gave him the green light. When he walked his tail on that show, that's the green light. I'll try with you one more time. Don't you embarrass me, Apollo, for our boys. I'm going to try one more time. Because she having some trouble with that baby boy. Because that baby boy look like he going to be something. Apollo got to get a ring on him because he going to be Apollo Jr. Okay? I don't think she's too much worried about Aiden. But I think she's worried about Flop Flop. I can't think his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about, the baby boy. Okay. She need Apollo, and she ain't finna send her children over there to stay with him and Tutti Frutti. She ain't finna send her babies over there to stay with them, cause Phaedra ain't, But she know it's a pivotal time in those boys' lives. They could go turn either way. That she knows she need Apollo in her boys' lives. Okay, boys need their dads at the age that they are. That's an impressionable age right here, and she need her. I'm going to say husband. She needs Apollo to assist her with the boys and maybe tighten up. Okay, so this is what they did. They don't have the conversation. They don't have to talk. She done said, okay, she going to try it one more time. Okay? They faked the ring camera. They faked the ring camera cheating so that he could have a reason to break up Tutti Frutti. I can't think of her name. Sharita. So he could break up with her. They don't tell her how long it's going on, the fake text messages and all that. So that he could have a reason to break up with Sharita. And then he gonna divorce Sharita, if they really married, and break up with her. And then he's gonna get back with Phaedra, and slowly that's gonna be. Now I don't know which show they're gonna go on. Phaedra got a big opportunity. She just did Traitors. She killed it on Traitors. She got married to Madison, and they begging her to come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. They are begging her to come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, and her storyline will be awesome if her and Apollo reunited on the show. Okay. Let me tell you something now. The producers know what they're doing. All right. Now listen closely. This is how they gonna play it. He gonna divorce Sharina. He gonna divorce her, pretend like he was cheating on her, cause what she got to give Apollo? I don't know what she do. She provided the best life she could for Apollo. That's how guys do. I don't want to say niggas. That's how men do you when you hold them down in prison. They move. When you runner up, I don't tell y'all about being runner up. Y'all think I'm playing about being runner up, but I'm not. Y'all think I'm playing about being a runner up. When you think you got it going on and you think you know, when you second string, only time you come in is when the real quarterback hurt. Y'all know how I go for those of you to keep up with football. Dallas Cowboys. Okay. Anyway, moving on. He finna divorce Sharina. Made up that pretend cheat. And then he gonna slowly eat his way back to Phaedra. Next thing you know, they're gonna be having their second wedding on TV. I don't know what it's gonna be with Married to Madison. That's how come heavily want Phaedra over there with them, because she know the ratings is gonna be hot. And I don't know how they're gonna make Phaedra be a doctor. I don't know if they can put her in medical sales, make her a CNA or a home health aide. I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know if Dr. G or Damon or somebody gonna give Apollo a job at one of the clinics. I don't know. He take a phlebotomy class and he draw some blood for one of them. I don't know how they gonna do it. Eugene might send him to phlebotomy school and teach him how to draw blood. He can work at one of their clinics. We don't know how they're gonna work it out. If she gonna stay on Married to Medicine, they're gonna work it out some kind of way, or she could break out and do it on Real House of Atlanta. We gonna know how they're gonna do it. But Phaedra is a hot commodity right now, and now that Apollo has showed his face on the scene, honey, they are most wanted. Okay, Bonnie and Clyde is the most wanted couple. Okay, so that's why I'm calling them Bonnie and Clyde, because right now they are positioned perfectly to make a comeback together if they play it this way. If this is the way they playing it, y'all, this is the perfect way. Okay, let's wait and see. This is just my conspiracy theory. I don't know if this is how they're gonna do it. This is just my prediction. Okay, this is Dear Rose prediction. Remember, you heard it here first. It might not turn out quite exactly the way that I predicted, but I think it's gonna be somewhere along the lines. Okay, because people behavior, you could kind of gauge people's behavior, okay? Anyway, loving to seeing them together. I can't wait to the part 3 of the reunion to see how it really turns out, and I can't wait to see what they have to do in the future together, and to see a family reunite. I tell y'all all the time, I believe in love. I'm a hopeless romantic. If you could work it out and get back together with your mate, if he ain't did something so deplorable to you that you can't forgive him for it, or vice versa, because sometimes it's the woman, get back together if you can. The angels in heaven will be singing. Okay? So that's my show for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, thank you so much. I'm almost at 2,000 subbies. I appreciate your love. Thank you. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. It don't matter.